Get around the UPW, get around members of the audience, gather around crew of Monday Night Mayhem. I have a story to tell you. Once upon a time there lived a little unicorn named Joshua, the sexiest in all the land. He had a lovely lady friend. Her name was Lucille. She was a little hard-headed sometimes. Stubborn, if you will, but all them independent ladies who can throw their hands up at me can tell you that that is the only way to be. And then this little lad, this little lady, they had themselves a baby girl, and her name was Tartar. And they had a fun, loving existence. Magical, mystical unicorns, rainbows farting out of their asses. Until a day came when they arrived in UPW, and they laid eyes upon a pretty pink bunny. But then, that pretty pink bunny, he went to play with his buddies in Team Jacob. Their House of Wolves, they're all shirtless and trying to get a angsty teenage girl to love them instead of a fucking glitter vampire sparkle Dracula. That part of the story isn't as important. But that pretty pink bunny was a distraction that has now since been put behind. And that lovely little unicorn, well, he made a name for himself on the show of Mondays, originally run by one man and now run by a lady, a boss lady, UPW's resident queen, a monarch in shit-talking places, And she recognized that this little unicorn, this lovely, sexy unicorn and his lovely lady, his saucy broad, Lucille and their baby girl Tartar, they were household names. They were to be heavily featured. And so they lined up in front of him. Mock Libris, he went down. DLG, he went down. Everyone that came in front of his way went down until that pretty pink bunny got in the way, but then that pretty pink bunny went out of the picture, and then Johnny Newhaven, he didn't have a mask, but he had a face that needs a mask, and he won a title, but that's irrelevant because he beat me first, but that's okay because I lost to a world champion. Blake, we're at you now. I had the professor last week, and I learned a thing or two, but he learned a thing or two as well. And now, you stand in the ring with a man who loses only to legends, to stars, and beats everybody else in front of him, and you, Blake, you will be nothing different to me. I don't care that there's a #1 contendership on the line. I don't care about taking that Intercontinental Championship, Blake, but what I do care about is keeping my reputation intact. You are not the professor. You are not Onions, and you are not Johnny Newhaven. The only 3 men who have successfully beat me. I do not count Azebo because that was a triple threat match, and Onions is the reason I lost that before he ran away with his bunny little tail tucked between his little tiny legs. Peter Cottontail hopped down that bunny trail, and Blake, now it's just you and me. Now I know what you're thinking. This guy always nothing. Oh, fuck you, Blake. I am a major something around here. You might not know it, but you will by the time this night is over. You, Blake, title opportunities aside, you just have a face that I want to introduce Lucille to, because you see, Blake, that's right, you see, I hate those words, but I will use them right now to you so that you understand where this is going. You've had 1 match, and yeah, you were successful. You had a 50-50 shot. I'm glad to see things worked in your favor. But this time, Blake, you have somebody different. You have something different. You have a competitor you will never even begin to understand because you may think you know what you're getting into. But I tell you now, you have no idea. I don't do this for wins. I don't do this to compete. I do this because Lucille and I love the sound of breaking bones. We love the shouts and screams of agonizing pain that we can deliver. And even without Lucille at my side, even without my lovely, soft, lovable kitty cat, I am still a very dangerous man. And if I so choose to lift you above my head and spin you around, dropping you onto your fucking head, Blake, with my eat, shit, and die driver, or if I slap you into that death to Smoochie, you will learn really, really quick that Monday Night Mayhem may not be as easy as you first thought it would be.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?